Good evening, viewers. Tonight we're going to do a sunset tour over New York City in the B-24 Liberator. This is a new aircraft for Flight Simulator. It's a really well modelled aircraft, really beautiful to fly, really stable, really predictable. The variant we're flying today is the Diamond Lil. She was originally built in 1941 as a transport, has since been converted to the bomber configuration for air shows and demonstrations, and is one of the last examples of the B-24 which is still flying. Get going shortly on runway 31 right here at Kennedy International Airport. A little bit wonky there, trying to stay on the centre line. Four Pratt & Whitney radial engines powering the B-24. Okay, and we're off. Flaps are coming up, gears coming up, positive rate of climb. This flight was set around mid-October 2025, about 5:30 in the afternoon, just on the golden hour. You can see the sunset on the horizon there, and the trees are starting to turn brown as this is mid-autumn. And we're just flying out over Queens. The two lakes in front of us there are the Flashing Meadows Corona Park, and just ahead of that is LaGuardia Airport. As we head over the lakes, the highway on the left there is the Grand Central Parkway, and you can see Flushing Bay right at the end of the highway there, and LaGuardia. LaGuardia is the third busiest airport behind Newark and JFK. Mostly domestic traffic, as it doesn't have international customs clearance facilities. And primarily Delta and American Airlines that operate out of LaGuardia. Alright, we're just heading overhead of Ellis Island and the East River. And as we cross the river, we're going to fly over the Bronx. Okay, so we're heading out over the South Bronx area. The small river you can see right in front of us is now called the Harlem River, and the big river just on the other side of that is the Hudson River. Going to take a left-hand turn here, right over the top of Yankee Stadium, going to the New York Yankees. We head down across Central Park here. Off the right hand wing we have the Upper West Side. Off the left hand wing we have the Upper East Side. Central Park itself is around 843 acres. And you can see the scale of the park in the middle of Manhattan here. Get some height here as we head into Midtown. And just off the left wing, should be able to start making out the Chrysler Building, which is 319 metres tall, right next to MetLife there. And on the right hand side, the Empire State Building, which is around 443 metres tall, and provided the set for some blockbuster movies like King Kong. Okay, we're just heading back out across the East River. First bridge we can see just off the nose here is the Williamsburg Bridge, and basically connects Manhattan with the suburb of Williamsburg in Brooklyn. Take a right here, and we're going to head over the Manhattan Bridge and the Brooklyn Bridge. And if you look just to the left as we cross the bridges, you'll notice the Brooklyn Bridge Park, which is great for some photography of the bridges, especially at this time of day. As we fly out into the bay, we're going to pass over Governor's Island, which was primarily used as a defensive position for the US Army and the Coast Guard until around 1996. It's now mostly a public open space. And we'll take a right hand turn here to have a look at the Statue of Liberty. Including the pedestal, she's around 93 metres tall, or 300 feet. Without the pedestal, about 46 metres or 150 feet, which is equivalent to around a 22-storey building. Put there in 1886. The structure is primarily iron and clad with copper, which gives her that green look. Get a ferry out from Battery Park, which is just in front of us on the horizon there. Get the ferry across to have a look at the Statue of Liberty up close. It can be a bit chilly. And the statue would have been one of the first things that many immigrants to the United States would have seen coming in by ship. We're just going to head over Ellis Island, which was an immigration station until about 1954 and processed around 12 million people. Just coming on the nose now, the tallest building there is the One World Tower. And we'll take a left here over the Liberty State Park. And we're going to head across and do a landing into Newark International Airport. Getting some flaps down and getting the gear out. Newark International Airport is just off to our left there. It's the second largest airport behind JFK. Primarily services United and JetBlue among other airlines. A left turn here into the sunset. A little bit too early. Starting to get onto our final leg here, a little bit high. As you can see, she's very stable. Only about a 90 knot landing speed, so fairly slow. Still a little bit high. Coming down. There we go. At Newark Airport. Just getting the flaps up. You can see she slows down pretty quickly. And we'll head off at this next taxiway. I hope you really enjoyed that sunset tour over New York City in the B-24 Liberator. I hope you really enjoyed my first video. If you could like, subscribe and click the bell notification to view my upcoming videos, that would be great. Thank you very much. Bye.